It's Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 4. U.S. men claimed their first World Cup podium of the season just hours ago at Birds of Prey. Vermont downhiller Ryan Cochran-Siegle was second. He was in the lead until Marco Odermatt dropped in. The Swiss machine won by 0.3 of a second. Norway's Adrian Sargersted was third. This gives Cochran-Siegle his best World Cup finish since 2021. Odermatt, he is 2 for 2 at speed racing this season with a win at the Copper Cup Super G last week. Ski racing continues tomorrow with Birds of Prey Super G. It was supposed to be held on Saturday. Race officials keep shuffling the schedule, though, to avoid the incoming snowstorm. Forecasters predict the heaviest snow falling Friday night into Saturday morning. For now, Birds of Prey Giant Slalom, it's still happening on Sunday. Breckenridge firefighters rushed into Fairplay this morning when a downtown restaurant caught fire. Photos show Mr. Burroughs Cafe was not destroyed, although smoke and fire did cause extensive damage inside. The red, white, and blue ladder crew, they were backup for the first firefighters on scene, the volunteers of Hartselle Fire, but their equipment was frozen this frigid morning, so red, white, and blue extended the ladder to extinguish flames licking out from a second-story window. No word yet on how that fire started. 3 new school board members took office earlier this week. Jennifer Gonzalez, Whitney Horner, and Kim Dyer replace outgoing board members Johanna Kugler, Chris Guarino, and Lisa Webster. Here's what Dyer had to say just after winning the November election.
The top is always going to be youth and what is best for youth and making sure that they are prepared for our fast-forward world that we live in.
Dyer is the board's newly appointed vice president. Sitting president Consuelo Redhorse remains. In sports, the Avalanche play the Islanders tonight, and in local sports, today on the Warmup, Paralympic medalist Keith Gabel lives for the rush of adaptive border cross.
Berms, whoops, jumps, anything that you can kind of throw in front of us. First one at the bottom wins, last one's the rotten egg.
But even today, 20 years after losing his foot to a hydraulic press, Gabel is still managing the real impacts of phantom pain.
You're just thinking about that pain with every movement. He launch a 40-plus foot jump with 3 other people on course with you, and you're thinking about the impact and how bad that's going to jolt you.
Gabel, he's now fresh off surgery to remove bunched up nerves. He says it went well, and so did his first World Cup race in Europe.
Full rehab and just literally strength and conditioning all summer and training and doing my best to get myself up to speed.
Next week, he comes to Breck for the Hartford Ski Spectacular, joining hundreds of adaptive athletes.
This is awesome. Look how many people are here, giving out never-ever lessons all the way up to race camps and all the clinics in between.
Gabel and most others call it the Ski Spec, and he is one of its biggest champions.
You know, we're handing out some custom-made equipment this year, which is super cool. What most people don't realize is adaptive equipment is about 15 times more than your average non-adaptive sports equipment.
After the Ski Spec, though, it's back to training. Just 3 months to go until Milano Cortina.
I've got my eyes on one thing right now, and that's the gold medal at the Games.
The Hartford Ski Spec will be in Breck for a week starting on Sunday. Stop by, say hi. This is the Warmup with a Paralympic snowboarder. And in local preps, season opener for Summit High girls basketball, it's happening tonight on the Front Range for a tournament. Tomorrow, girls swimming and diving opens the season in Glenwood Springs. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.